Thanksgiving is right around the corner. In fact, it's only a week and a half away, and we are getting ready for pies galore. Anyway, we're going to be making a pumpkin pie today. Welcome to Southern Glance with Gail. And let me tell you a story first. In the beginning, I've made pumpkin pies and I've not been a fan. I have not liked them because they just didn't have the taste. Well, I started researching because I wanted a better pumpkin pie, and Sally's Baking Addiction was where I found it, and it's excellent. If you want other recipes that are also good, just go to sallysbakingaddiction.com, and she has some good recipes there too. Okay, so let's get cooking. Our pie crust has come out of the oven. This is what it looks like. It's still really, really hot, but the edges of the pie crust, I had to put this around the edges of it, and this is just tin foil that I've, like 3 strips of tin foil, 4 strips that I've put together and just kind of crumpled it. Now in the link below, I need to get one of those aluminum things to protect the edges of the pie shell, so I'll put that link down there, and I'm going to order one too. So we're going to just go ahead and set our hot pie crust on this drying rack, because you can put hot stuff on it. Let me show you this real quick. This is a drying rack, but it's so cool because you can just roll it up just like this, if I don't get my fingers caught in it, and then just stick it underneath where you want, underneath the cabinet or whatever, whenever you're not using it. So it's really cool, but I'm going to just use it for now, and I'm going to put this hot pie crust here so that we can just let it set and cool, and then we can go on with our pumpkin pie making. Also, I'll put a link for the pot holders because these are very unusual, and they're large. Anyway, I love these, and they do a good job. Okay, so what we're going to do for the pumpkin pie, we first of all have 15 ounces of pumpkin puree. We're just going to dump it in our mixer, and I'm using a KitchenAid mixer, a stand-up mixer. I love these things because you can actually do more things. You can get it going and then wipe the counter or clean a little bit while you're getting it going. Okay, so that's about it. This is going to make one pie. It's a deep dish, but we will have a little bit of mixture left over. And I didn't follow all of the directions from Sally's Baking Addiction, but I followed most of it. Okay, there's that. We're going to add 3 eggs. 1, 2, 3. We're going to just dump all this stuff in here, and then we're going to mix it until it's really good. 1 cup of packed firm brown sugar. We're going to have 1 tablespoon of cornstarch. And that's a little bit too much cornstarch, so I'm just going to even it off and dump it in. We have 1/2 teaspoon salt. 1.5 teaspoons ground cinnamon. 1/2 teaspoon ground ginger. 1/4 teaspoon nutmeg. 1/8 teaspoon cloves. 1/8 teaspoon pepper, which makes it really taste good. 1 cup heavy cream. 1/4 cup milk. Now we're going to just get this going. We're going to also start it on very low speed. Stir it. Okay, we are ready to dump our pumpkin pie into our pie shell, and it's not all going to fit. We don't want to overdo it, but I want it pretty full, probably about there. Maybe a little bit, tad bit more, because it doesn't really rise. There. So we'll have a little bit left over. Just pay attention or stay tuned, and I'll show you what we're going to do. Okay, I'm going to go ahead, I think, and go ahead and put this around the edges of this. I don't want to cover the top of it because that has to get done, but I don't really want the pie crust itself to get any more done. So let me put that in the oven. And this is at 375. I have to set mine for 400 because mine's not quite as fast as other people's. Now we're going to time it for 50 minutes. It should take about 55 minutes. And then you can kind of tell when it's done because the middle of it is still just a little bit jiggly. Not much, but a little bit. What I'm also going to show you is I've got this little dish. It's a Pyrex dish or something similar to that. I'm going to spray it with a cooking spray, and I'm just going to put the rest of this in here. I'm not going to get a crust or anything. It's just crustless, and it's like a custard, and it's so good. So this is the secret. As you bake this, you can wait for the pumpkin pie and let it cool, but immediately after this comes out of the oven, just eat it, and it's wonderful. That's your little treat for making the pumpkin pie. And it should take about the same amount of time, about 50-55 minutes. Okay, and in the oven it goes, and we'll see you as soon as it gets out. Okay, we just got the pumpkin pie out of the oven, and it looks really, really good. We also have this little custard that we got out of the oven too. It's still really warm. So I can tell you what I'm going to do with the custard. In about 5 minutes after it cools just a little bit, I think I'm going to eat it because it's so amazing. I'm going to leave some for my husband, and so that he can taste it also. But that's going to be our treat before Thanksgiving even gets here. And then we're going to have pumpkin pie today for dessert for Sunday meal. So anyway, I'm going to remove our tin foil, and the pumpkin pie really looks good. So if you can see it, it still jiggles just a little bit, not much at all. I might have left it in just a little bit too long. I left it in for 55 minutes, and my oven was set at 400 because it's about 25 degrees off, but you should probably put it in for 375. And I'm just going to let it sit here while Gary and I go to church, and then after we get back, then we're going to cut into it. Thank you so much for watching, and if you like this video, please hit the like button, subscribe to our channel, and ring the bell to be notified when the next video comes out. Thanks again for watching. Have a blessed Thanksgiving, and God bless you.